Hey everyone, and welcome to week 1 of the Pokemon Premier League. This week we are going against Trav. His channel is in the description. You should go check him out if you want to see his perspective. I'm pretty sure his perspective is already uploaded as well, so some of you may have seen it already. You might be coming over from his channel to see my perspective of it. But if you want to see his one, go see it. He's on crazy, wazy Australian time, so his went up like a lifetime ago because he's from the future. Anyway, this is our first week of the Pokemon Premier League. This match is going to be post-recorded, so it's not going to be done live. When it is live recorded, there'll be face cam and all sorts and stuff like that. Most of the battles will be live recorded when I can. It's just because, like I said, Trav's a future man from Australia, so we had to like record this at a weird time, and I just couldn't do the live recording at the time. But that does not mean the battle was any less. The battle was fantastic. So let's go over the team. If you guys didn't see my draft video, you can go see what Pokemon we drafted there. I probably won't be doing team builders for these battles. I'll probably just show my team beforehand and just go through them quickly. So there's that. I'm probably not going to do a separate video just for team building because I don't know. I find it difficult to explain myself sometimes. Anyway, let's start off with Derek the Hitmonchan. Rolling the Assault Vest. Oh, I should put the bottom screen up, really. Whoop. There we go. Derek the Hitmonchan. Rocking that Assault Vest. Got Ice Punch, Rapid Spin, Drain Punch, Muck Punch, Iron Fist. Ice Punch, literally just for Latios. And the Thunderous in case he brings that as well. And in case he brought the Tangrowth as well. But Ice Punch was like a must. It just covered more things. And I calced it. I knew for a fact that Hitmonchan could live at least one Draco Meteor, and Ice Punch would take Latios down to something like, I think it was something like 72 to 90% or something, which is all I needed on Latios because I was absolutely terrified of that monster. That thing could have just ran through my team easily. So yeah, Hitmonchan was to deal with Latios specifically, and Rapid Spin in case we could get a Rapid Spin off at some point. I could have used it later on in the battle at one point, but I fudged it up. I'm not a good battler. You guys really know that. I make stupid plays, so yeah. I could have got Rapid Spin off, but that's Derek's job. Next up we have Susie! Susie the Mismagius. I love Susie, she's great. With Shadow Ball, Hidden Power, Nasty Plot, and Psychic. Oh, I should go to Derek really. He was Adamant Natured, yeah. And those are his stats there. Susie, who I'm pretty sure was timid. Yeah, Susie was timid nature. She had Shadow Ball, Hidden Power, Fighting, Nasty Plot, and Psychic. Nasty Plot was to set up on things like Slowbro, in case I managed to get Susie in on Slowbro switch somehow. In case he went for a slack off, I'd get a Nasty Plot with him fearing the Shadow Ball. I could probably get a Nasty Plot off on... I thought I'd get a Nasty Plot off on Mega Ordino as well. And there was another one as well that I thought couldn't really touch me. Oh, Quillfish. In case he brought the Quillfish, I thought I'd get a nasty plot for that. Hidden Power Fighting, Tyranitar, Excadrill, just for them two. It had to be brought. Though, like, I did not want to get Pursuit Trapped by Tyranitar, and Hidden Power Fighting just hit both of them really hard, and Excadrill's like one of the best Pokemon in Draft League formats kind of thing, so anything we could have bring to hit that was fantastic. And Psychic was there to cover for Emboar, in case he brought the Emboar. Emboar would have run a train through my team. And I was super duper terrified he was going to bring the Emboar. Luckily he didn't, but Psychic was for Emboar. So there was that as well. Next we have Chiltisha holding the Choice Band, so I'm pretty sure it's Jolly Natured. Chiltisha is my girl, and she has Ice Shard, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, and Earthquake. Ice Shard, always have Ice Shard. Knockoff for Slowbro, and... was it just for Slowbro? Knockoff was just for Slowbro, but also just to hit stuff on the switching kind of thing. Icicle Crash, again, just a bigger, badder Ice move in case that Tangrowth came as well, because I'm pretty sure I could outspeed it, and Icicle Crash would hit it harder than Ice Shard. And Earthquake for Tyranitar, for Excadrill, for pretty much everything. Earthquake is just a good coverage move. I'm pretty sure I hit everything on his team except for 2 Pokemon, being Latios and Thunderous. But Mamoswine was like the key player. Mamoswine hit a lot of his Pokemon for good damage. Like, I think it took out Embor in one hit. It done Thunderous good damage. It does Latios good damage. Does Excadrill good damage. Done Tyranitar good damage. Quillfish, Tangrowth. Like, Mamoswine was just made to face Trav's draft, so it had to come. Chiltisha was she was begging to come, and I can't say no to Chiltisha. And next up we have Randy Savage. Oh yeah! That is our Mega Venusaur with the Venusaurite. He is a modest nature, because I needed the damage to take on that Mega Ordino. Mega Ordino, I don't know how many of you guys notice, if you don't battle very much, or if you just don't look at Mega Ordino very much. Mega Ordino has over 120 defense and special defense. It may not have the best HP, but over 120 defense and special defense, with access to things like Calm Mind and then just Rest Up and Heal Bell, is just like Mind Explosivo. So I needed to have a big poison damage move to hit that thing hard. I had to knock that out quick before it could take me out. Before it could knock me out, I had to hit that thing so quickly and so hard before it had the chance to just run through my team, because I was fairly certain it would. Synthesis, you gotta have Synthesis on your Mega Venusaur. Giga Drain obviously hits Tyranitar, hits Slowbro, decent damage against Excadrill, decent damage against Quillfish. Mega Venusaur is another good one that hit his team quite well. Didn't do so good against Latios, and I was tempted to bring Hidden Power Ice instead of Toxic, but I thought Toxic maybe in case he didn't bring Heal Bell on his Mega Ordino, or Rest on his Mega Ordino, or I thought maybe I could get a Toxic off on something like, I don't know, something I wanted to switch in, like Thunderous if it switched in or something. So instead of running Hidden Power Ice, I just went with Toxic. Plus I had Chiltisha to do with the Ice powers. Next up we have Emotion, the Staraptor holding the Choice Scarf. Nice and jolly natured. Emotion, because that's what people are feeling when they face him. People are feeling all kinds of emotions. They're feeling terrified that it's beating them. They feel woeful that it's doing that amount of damage. Or they could be feeling happy as hell because they've got rocks up and it just smashed the hell out of my bird. Anyway, has U-Turn, Brave Bird, Double Edge, Close Combat. We don't need to talk about Staraptor. Everyone knows what Staraptor does. It just does one thing. It smashes walls. It smashes teams. That was Emotion's job. Pure and simple. No specialist moves for anyone in particular. Just hit hard and keep going like a frickin' truck. The last member of our team was Chew the Mew, who everyone keeps on running me down on. PPL people, I'm looking at you, saying that Mew's not a good pick, and it's always going to play a certain role. But it is playing that role in this battle, so I won't say too much. It has Stealth Rock, Will-O-Wisp, Drain Punch, and Soft Boiled with the Impish nature. Drain Punch for Tyranitar and Excadrill. Drain Punch mainly for Tyranitar, Excadrill as a bonus. Again, Pursuit Trap. I couldn't let myself go to Pursuit Trap. Will-O-Wisp, because he had Tyranitar and Excadrill, they are just big offensive threats. Stealth Rocks, he did apart from, he could have had Defog on the Latios, but because of how hard Latios hit my team, I didn't think he'd want to run Defog on the Latios. I figured he'd want to maybe do Life Orb or Choice Scarf on it, because he hit everything on my team so hard. Yeah, and the only other thing that could clear hazards on his team, I think, is Excadrill. Just thinking of his team now. I think so, yeah. There's only two things on his team I'm pretty sure that can. Maybe like Thunderous can get Defog or something, I don't know. But Stealth Rocks against his team was good. Nice damage to hit Embor in case he brought that. Like I said, I was terrified of it. And Soft Boiled just for stall time in case of Will-O-Wisp. Anyway, let's get on to the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's pretty much the format in which I'm going to show the team each week. I might try and slow it down in future. It's just at the moment I'm a bit pressed for time. But I might try and write down some notes next time, because right now I'm just doing this on the fly. So if you want a bit more cohesive thought, maybe check out next week as well. Because like I said, this is my first draft league, and I'm just here to have some fun. So let's kick it over to the battle. Over to you, battle commentator Liam. Thanks, Team Prep Liam. Okay, battle commentator Liam here. So Trav brought the Excadrill, Slowbro, Tyranitar, Mega Ordino, Latios, and Thunderous. I was so happy he didn't bring that Ember. That Ember would have absolutely crushed me, because all I could have done was let Ember kill something and then bring in Staraptor for revenge kill. But he starts off with Thunderous, the shiny Thunderous, Bon Scott, as I start off with Chill T-Shirt, because it's just good opening on everyone on his team. He starts off with a Substitute, shows that he outspeeds, or shows that his Prankster priority outspeeds are Mamoswine because he's Choice Banded, not Choice Scarf. So there's that. Substitute fades. I just went for the Ice Shard, knowing it would do big damage, and I didn't really think Thunderous could do much to Chill T-Shirt. If I was totally honest, I didn't think he was going to risk going for like turn 1 Focus Blast or whatever. If it gets Focus Blast, I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, he withdraws the Thunderous. Out comes the Slowbro. Shiny Slowbro is the best Slowbro. Everyone knows that. Shiny Slowbro is the best Slowbro. Go for Ice Shard again. Does nothing. Does nothing. And I know for a fact now he can easily just calc the damage and see that I'm Choice Banded. And the fact that I just switched like that. So I go straight out into Susie. I didn't think he wanted to do much to Susie, and Susie has pretty good special defense anyway. I didn't think he'd go for Side Shock. I thought he'd go for Scald, which I could take, and I could fire back with a Shadow Ball. He goes out into Tyranitar, and I'm pretty sure at this point I was Pursuit trapped. So there wasn't much I can do there. It was a good double prediction on his part. I go for the HP fighting here, and here Trav missed the fact that it was that I'm Life Orb. He thought I was Choice Specs because he missed it was crit, because it done so much damage after the Chople Berry, and he missed the Life Orb damage. So this whole time, bear in mind, anytime this Miss Magius is out, he thinks that I'm Choice Specs. That really works in my favour. So I get buffeted by the Sandstorm again while he gets some rocks up. My team isn't too affected by rocks, except for Mamoswine and Staraptor. I switch out Susie, which makes him think even more that I'm Choice Specs, as I go out into Derek, because I thought for a fact that he was going to go for Crunch or something. I was pretty sure he's going to switch as well. So he goes out into Latios, and this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. I play for the over-prediction here. I played for the over-prediction, thinking that Trav was going to think that I was going to switch out, and I knew Hitmonchan could take one Draco Meteor and fire back with a big Ice Punch. This was Hitmonchan's job. Hitmonchan, this was his #1 job, and he'd done it. It was to weaken that Latios. Like I said, I played for the over-prediction. Latios is down to on the red after the Sandstorm, down to a little sliver, and here I kind of fudged up. Like, I was too tunnel vision. I just clicked Muck Punch, like thinking, oh, quickly kill the Latios, when I should have clicked Rapid Spin, knowing he was going to switch, and Rapid Spin would have killed anyway, but the Sandstorm would have killed. But I went for Muck Punch there, it didn't really help. But at least here I found out that Slowbro was Rocky Helmet and not Leftovers, so that's good to know, because Slowbro could stall out my team quite well as the Sandstorm goes away, which would have helped with a turn of damage on Slowbro. I bring Susie back out though. He still thinks I'm Choice Specs at this point, bear in mind. So he's going to switch out, not wanting to take a Choice Specs Shadow Ball. I knew he was going to switch out, so here Mega Ordino comes in. Mega Ordino was, apart from Latios, the most terrifying thing in the world. I set up the nasty plot. Now he knows I'm not Specs. Now he knows I'm not Specs. But Mega Ordino is terrifying. It just walled the crap out of so many things. And I just wanted to put out damage on it. So I kept Susie in, pretty much. And I just set up another nasty plot. Bear in mind, on this next turn, Susie has set up 2 nasty plots. And it's fully invested into special attack. It's timid, it's not modest, but bearing in mind. But I get my Life Orb knocked off, we live it. Go for a Psychic, because Shadow Ball would have done nothing, and HP Fighting would have done nothing. He done 50%. I was +4. +4, 105 base special attack, Psychic. 50% to Mega Ordino. That shows how freaking thick this thing is. But we bring in Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. And Randy is pissed, because Randy loves Susie. So, Mega Evolve up. Oh, Mega Venusaur. So good. Best Mega ever. Best Mega ever. Love it, love it, love it. And we just fire off a big Sludge Bomb here. Had to take out that Mega Ordino. Really glad that I went for Modest. And I got a crit there as well, which again was unfortunate because it couldn't let Trav see whether I was invested in special attack or not. So I got really lucky in this match overall with crits and things. But I switched out here because he brought in that Latios way too quickly for me. So I switched out here just to go into Mew. Mew could take any one hit that this Latios wanted to give. goes for Psychic. And at this point I was pretty certain that this Latios was some kind of Scarf. Some kind of Choice Scarf. Because I was pretty sure it wasn't Life Orb. And it's not Leftovers, so I was pretty sure it is Choice Scarf at this point. So he switches out. Mew's just out here. Mew to Chew. Like I said, I was pretty certain he was Choice Scarf or choiced into something at this point. So had to be Choice Scarf because Choice Specs Draco Meteor would have killed Hitmonchan. Anyway, I set up the rocks here, so Latios cannot just come straight back in. It will die on entry. Buffeted by the Sandstorm, no problem. And here is there's 2 key points in this battle where the battle turned around, and this is one of them. I went for Drain Punch here. I had 8 EVs in attack. That is a 100% max roll. That was the max roll. If I got the roll below it, he would have survived. I got a max roll on the Drain Punch for Tyranitar. That was ridiculously lucky, but I just wanted to kill that Tyranitar so bad. And I got it, so a bit of luck goes a long way. He brings out the Slowbro again. This Slowbro is just like killer. And I see that it's Regenerator now because he got half his health back after the Sandstorm damage before. So I go for Will-O-Wisp here, knowing that he's not going to take knowing that he doesn't have leftovers, just get some chip damage. He goes for Toxic. That really made me sad because I wish I didn't go for Will-O-Wisp. I wish I'd just went for like Soft Boiled or something because I would have rather him be Toxic than Burned, but oh well. Oh well, stuff happens. Anyway, both get buffeted. I get my leftovers back, but he doesn't because he's Rocky Helmet, so that's okay. And at this point, I was perfectly happy with letting my Mew go down to a stall war, because if it was a stall war between Mew and Slowbro, I was perfectly happy letting Mew go down because I could bring in the Venusaur. But he switched in the Excadrill, which was perfect because I literally just clicked Drain Punch, just accepting that Mew was going to die to this Slowbro, and big damage off on the Excadrill. Big damage off on the Excadrill. So there was no predictions there. I didn't predict him to switch or anything. Like I said, I was just perfectly accepted to let Mew start whittling down the Slowbro a little bit so Venusaur could come in and take him out with a Mega Drain, with a Giga Drain, or hit Excadrill with a Giga Drain, or someone with a Giga Drain. But he switches out the Excadrill here. Probably could have done big damage to me, but he didn't want to get hurt by Drain Punch again. I definitely clicked Drain Punch again. Did I click Drain Punch again? I have no idea. Can't remember now. Or did I click Soft Boiled? I clicked Soft Boiled because my Mew was defensive Mew. So I was pretty sure I could take a hit and then Soft Boiled back up. I just wanted to see what he would do. I wanted to see if he was like Banded or Life Orb. So there was that. If I was kind of hoping he was Sashed because I would have just broke it. But that would have been awesome. I thought he was going to bring Sash Excadrill to fight my my Mamoswine. But I switched out here, now deciding to keep Mew. In my better judgment, I wanted to keep Mew around because, like I said, it can just do chip damage to Slowbro over time and stall it out a bit as I go into Venusaur. Because it's not much he wants to fight Venusaur. Bad prediction on my part because he went for Psyshock. I got predicted there, got read like a freaking book. So Venusaur got mad, took unnecessary damage there. Unnecessary damage is a bad play on my part. Excadrill comes back out. This little monster is just like... This little powerhouse is just terrifying. Clicked Synthesis, get that health back up, predicted him switch, thinking I was going to go for Giga Drain. I should have clicked Giga Drain here. He went for Rapid Spin. I should have clicked Giga Drain because I thought he was going to switch into Thundurus. I really thought he was going to switch into Thundurus there. So I clicked Synthesis again. Big mistake on my part, because now he just got rid of rocks for free, pretty much, at just a little bit of Life Orb damage. I should have clicked Giga Drain. And now he has the opportunity to get off an Earthquake, which puts big damage on Venusaur again. And I mispredict again of him going into Thundurus and went for a Sludge Bomb. He really was committed to keeping that Excadrill in on my Venusaur. So, bad plays on my part all round on that little 2 or 3 turn exchange. Ironhead definitely would have taken out my Venusaur, so there's no reason to not go for it. Go for flinches as well. He lost some more health. Mew took that Ironhead pretty damn well. So at this point I was really glad I didn't let Mew go down to the Slowbro Stall War, because that would have been a totally different match if I did. So Mew can't take the Ironhead. Mew goes down, but he done plenty of good good work. Good job, Chew. Puts Excadrill in the red health, and now I can bring in Staraptor, the Puncher, Emotion. Time to make Trav feel some emotions. It's going to hit everything pretty damn hard. And this is the other turning point. He switched Excadrill into Slowbro. This was the point at which the match was just like pretty much over. Like when this part happened. This was just like such a pivotal moment. That crit on Slowbro was monumentally important. Like ridiculously important. I can't tell you how big that crit on Slowbro was. That was just the turning point. So, yeah. Spoilers, but it kind of seems like the way I'm commentating it sounds like I won. I did win, spoilers, apologies, but that was such a monumental point in the match, that crit on Slowbro. It has to be said over and over again. Without that crit, I probably wouldn't have won. I probably would have lost badly. But he switched into the Thunderous to take the Brave Bird decently. At this point, I expected him to go for Substitute, but yeah, I expected him to go for Substitute, but like I said, I was ready for Staraptor to just keep punching holes in stuff. So I kept Staraptor in, just kept clicking Brave Bird. I couldn't switch out because it would have died to rocks anyway. So it took out the Thunderous, knocked down the Slowbro a big chunk. Slowbro comes back in, probably just to get some Regenerator health back up at this point. Because, I don't know, just getting the Regenerator health back up. Staraptor though, this is another big point, but this is because I had I put in plenty of HP into Staraptor. Like I can't remember how many EVs I put in Staraptor, like 88 or something, or I put 88 in its HP so it could do loads of Brave Birds. Anyway, it survived with 2. It survived with 2, which gave me another chance to put some damage on Slowbro, which probably didn't matter too much in the long run if I died to the recoil there. Because if I died to the recoil there, I could have just brought in Venusaur anyway. Because at this point, he just goes for Slack Off to get rid of any damage I did do. So that wasn't too much of an issue. It was more just that crit on Slowbro with the very first Brave Bird, which was the point at which it was just like, oh, the whole game came down to dice rolls. But at this point, I knew I pretty much had it won, because Venusaur comes in. I click Giga Drain on anything, because he only has Slowbro and a tiny health Latios. Giga Drain kills everything, and Slowbro isn't outspeeding me. And I won my first match of the PPL, guys! I was absolutely terrified of this match, because Trav got a ridiculously good draft. He got such a good draft, and Trav's a great battler, so definitely go check out his channel down below. He's uploaded his perspective of the battle as well. His perspective of the battle is probably a bit more in-depth than mine, because he does battles a bit better than me. So I definitely recommend you to go check that out. Like I said, his channel is in the description. Go check it out. Go check out the Pokemon Premier League channel as well, because it has power rankings, it has draft analysis, power rankings videos will be going up every week. But yeah, I'm super happy that I won the first match. It's kind of like got the monkey off my back of not being good enough to be in the league. Chiltisha ends it. And that's it. Week 1. West Ham United getting the win. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed playing it. And make sure you come back next Saturday for our next battle against Skitties, Dom Fanatic. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.